So we're in the middle of blackberry season, and this is a delicious blackberry and lemon drizzle cake to celebrate the fruits that are in season at the moment. It can be made with any other fruit or left out, but I just think it's a great way to use up all those blackberries that are out there at the moment. So we're just going to go into a bowl firstly with our sugar and our butter, which we've softened, and we're going to cream this together until it goes light and fluffy. So you need your electric mixer for this. Okay. Now, so once you get to that point, we're going to add our eggs and our lemon. So start with the zest of 2 lemons here. So this is where you kind of get the lemony tang of this recipe. So we're just going to grate those in, and that just adds a lovely freshness. Okay, so once you've added those in, then it's just about your eggs. So you've got 4 eggs in this recipe. So we're going to crack them into a bowl firstly to start with. Would I fit 4 in there? That was a bit of a risk. Trying to get 4 into that bowl. So you're going to get a fork and you're going to whisk these together just to break them up. And then what we try to do is we try to add little bits of egg at a time so this mixture in here doesn't split. So once you're at that, then back onto your mixer, switch this on just slowly, and then we're going to trickle in the egg slowly. So once you get this lovely silky smooth mixture, then we can just go in with the dry ingredients at this point. So we can get rid of the whisks, and then we're going to go in with our self-raising flour in here, and then we're going to combine this in first, and then we'll add in our blackberries right at the end. So you have a lovely light lemony mixture, and then you just go in then with those blackberries as well. So those are straight in. And then just fold them really gently. You don't want them to ripple too much through the mix. So you're just going to be very gentle at this point and not too much ripple. I love my loaf tin recipes. So just lined again with one of our non-stick liners, and then we're going to go straight into it. Once that is all in, actually scrape the bowl nicely. That's going to go in, and we're going to bake this. So that's at 180 in the oven. So there we go. Once that cooks, you get a nice light sponge, and at this point then you get your knife, or you get a skewer or something, and you want to make little incisions on top. It sounds mad you're doing this with a fresh sponge, but this is where you get your drizzle on the go next then. For the drizzle here, we have a saucepan. We're going to go in with our caster sugar into it. And then remember the lemons that you zested earlier on? So we're just going to add those to this, the juice of 2 lemons here. So just mind you don't get any of the pips in. And then this is the drizzle part that goes over top of this sponge and soaks in there and gives this lovely moist cake. And then I'm going to place this on the heat. And this is just going to take a couple of seconds then to dilute down. And then this is the drizzle to go on top. So we're just going to get that drizzle, and you're going to pour this over top. And this soaks into that sponge. So take your time. So let that cool for about 10-15 minutes. Leave that there. And then we can tip that out. But while that's happening, into this pot, the same one, we're going to make our blackberry jam. So very simple, just in with your blackberries. And then just a little bit of lemon juice, just that little bit of acidity is lovely here. So you've got a nice sweet cake. So lemon juice in. And then we're just going to put these on the heat and cook these down until they turn into a nice jam. So we're just going to tip out the cake. Just be gentle. Best thing to do is just check with a knife, just run everything around. If it's not loosened away from the sides, just help it a little bit. And then just come out and onto the counter. And then you can already see the little blackberries oozing through there, which is my favorite part of that. So this is just a little bit of mascarpone cheese, and I just add a small little bit of icing sugar to it. Then we mix that around, and this is a lovely kind of frosting to go on top of this. Go straight on with the mascarpone cheese on top. It's still a little bit warm, but it's all good. That jam that you made, this goes over top. And you get that lovely ripple effect. It's so delicious. Look at that. I know it's one of those, when it's hot, it crumbles apart, but this is so delicious. Here you go. Delicious blackberry and lemon drizzle cake. So there you go, there's a delicious lemon and blackberry drizzle cake, one for you to try for your next bake. For more recipes, click the links below and make sure you subscribe.